In this video, we're going to be using the Pedro Fiasco Barbershop Shaving Cream and the Gillette Baldly Razor. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB, and thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. As always, before we get into the content, a word from our sponsor, Leaf. This video is brought to you by our good friends at Leaf, and you know I love Leaf products. I love using the Leaf, which you've seen me use many times on the channel. I also love using the Twig. You've seen that a lot on the channel as well. If you'd like to save 5%, use discount code IAMCDB right there and save 5% while shopping with the good folks at Leaf. And now, back to the video. And all right, we are back, and today we're doing something a little different because we're testing this Pedro Fiasco shaving cream. And this is in beta. I'm not sure it's been released yet, or at least I don't think it has. Pete from A&E sent this to me to test, so we're just going to test it on video, and I'll lather it on the dome and just see how it goes. This is a cream. It's new. It is very soft, as you might expect. In fact, if you tilt it long enough, it might even spill. So it's very soft. So what we're going to do is just scoop some out, slap it on the dome, and we'll do a head lather. The razor for today is the Gillette Baldly razor, which you see right here. It's not baldy, it's baldly with an L, and essentially it's just a skin guard blade on a different style handle. When you buy the set, it comes with a stand. It hangs on there nicely, so if you care about that sort of thing, you know, that's what it looks like with the stand, but it's just using skin guard blades essentially. So if you've had the skin guard before, essentially that's what this razor is. It's not revolutionary in that respect because the skin guard's been around quite some time. All right, let's wet the dome first, and then we'll apply a little of this cream. And I will caveat, I haven't used this cream yet, so I do not know what to expect at all. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to scrape some off the inside of the lid here, and I'm just going to kind of slap it on the dome. And I'm going to make sure to use, you know, quite a bit because I don't know how much it requires, and so we do want to get a good shave. I mean, that's always the goal, so we'll try to scrape some off and just put it on there and, you know, see how it lathers up. So that's not, you know, that's a fair amount, so it should be enough, I think. I don't know. Again, you never know when you're using something for the first time. And you know, in the head shaving videos, we're just here to have fun and try stuff and, you know, without having to do a bunch of research. So this will be a new experience for me. I'm going to be head lathering this one and using it for the first time on camera. So we'll see how it lathers. And if I need to add more product, I certainly will. Or more moisture. Normally, you know, I make my lather in a bowl ahead of time, but today I figured let's just lather it up on cam and see what happens and see, you know, how it goes. And so far it's going pretty well. I think I could use a little more hydration. I could spray my head or just spray the brush like this. Again, I don't know how much to use on this cream because I'm not familiar with it, so let's just sort of lather it here and just see what we end up with. It's kind of hard for me to see it on the camera, to be honest with you, but let's just go ahead and see what we end up with. It's Ariane and Evans, or actually this is the Pedro Fiasco line from Ariane and Evans. And I think I need more water, so let's spray the brush. I'm just spraying the brush here a little bit, just to add a little more water. Alternatively, I could spray the dome. Looks like we've got a decent lather here. I prefer to bowl lather, you know, as you know. I think it allows me more control, but I think this is more than adequate. That is enough. And maybe we'll do something different in the second pass. We shall see. Just make sure we do have hydration, though. That's always key. And we'll get going with the Baldly razor, which is, again, just a skin guard, if you're curious about it. And we do need a head shave today, so looking forward to getting this fuzz off the dome. And I hope you're all doing well today. I don't know when this video will air. Probably, I don't know, I'm shooting it on a Saturday. It might be a couple of weeks or even longer before it airs, but whenever this video does air, I hope you're doing great and having a fantastic day. I do like using carts from time to time on the dome. It's sort of easy mode. You don't have to worry too much about, you know, nicking yourself or something like that. And the skin guard does a good job for me. It's not my favorite, but it definitely does, you know, a decent enough job for when I am using a cart. I either like the old vintage razors, like now the Sensor or old Gillette Atra or Harry's, the Defender. I like, or not Defender, yeah, Defender, I think it's Defender, I can even remember. But the Skin Guard works okay too. I would say this would be a pretty easygoing razor for a new head shaver. It might be one to try. It's on the mild side, I would say. So in that respect, I think it's a pretty safe razor to start with if you're new to shaving your head. And if you are new to shaving your head, welcome. I'm glad to have you. And if you're here just because you want to see the Gillette baldly in use, welcome as well. I hope you'll stick around. I have lots of shaving content here for you. That's what we do here. And we enjoy it a lot. That's why we do it as much as we do. So thank you for being here, all of you. New folks that have been here for a long time. I really appreciate you. And the cream here is nice and slick. No problems whatsoever with it. And so I will also try this cream for a typical face shave. And I will lather it up in the bowl and see what sort of consistency I get with it. Because typically I do use a bowl to make my lather. And today I just wanted to do something different, change it up a bit. And I can tell you right now, there's no quality problems with the soap whatsoever. All the qualities that you would expect from an Ariana Evans or Club Twitter product is present with this one. So no worries whatsoever from that perspective. Nice and smooth, nice and slick, and that's exactly what you want. What you don't want is a lot of soap on your fingers like that, so I'm going to rinse them off. You don't want it to slip, although this handle is actually pretty grippy. So, you know, it's not that big a deal. I typically don't have razors slipping in my hand. I know some people do, but even with water and soap, it's typically not a problem for me. Although some people are very, very concerned about grip on razors. I'd say this one here, even when it's wet, it's fairly grippy. And you can probably see there, it's got a little bit of that soap residue on there. It's still plenty grippy for me, so no problems there. And I think what I'll probably do is just one pass today, just to keep the video relatively short. Really, I just wanted to get a feel for this soap in terms of slickness, and it's plenty slick enough, or cream, I should say, because this is the Pedro Fiasco cream. I will say, for the people who end up here because they're looking at the Gillette baldly, just think Skin Guard. If you've used the Skin Guard before, that's what you're getting, just with a new handle, as far as I can tell. Nothing really new, but it does a good job, and I do enjoy using it. I think this will make maybe my third time using it. It does everything it's supposed to do as far as that's concerned. It's a little chunky, so if you're averse to a chunky handle, this might not be for you. But, you know, even with that soap residue and moisture, it's still plenty grippy enough for me. So no problems whatsoever there. And it is doing a good job in terms of the head shave, or more importantly, allowing me to do a good job, because it's not really doing anything by itself. It's me. I need to be the one to wield the razor and get the best out of it. That is not bad, honestly. That's not bad at all. I think I could use a little bit of touching up there. Usually around the ear here, I have some work to do. I do have some right here I need to work on just a little bit. But overall, that is a pretty nice result. For one pass, that is quite acceptable, I do believe. I think I feel a spot back here. And sometimes I'll miss some spots because I'm busy yapping. But I think the razor is just fine. If you're, again, just keep in mind, if you think you're getting something different from a Skin Guard blade-wise, I don't think you are. It looks exactly the same to me. In fact, the Skin Guard blades fit because I tried it, so I don't think it's anything much different. You know, this one does flex and twist, and it does all that good stuff. So if you're interested in that part, you know, it does all the pivoting that you would like. I will say, first go with the Pedro Fiasco cream. It lathered well. It was plenty slick enough. I'm going to use it for a face shave here soon. That way I can really drill into that lather and see what I can get out of it. But the first run was quite pleasant. The brush, which I forgot to mention today, was the PAA Phantom Aerolite, which is very, very nice. And overall, we just had a nice, pleasant head shave today. And that's exactly what I was after. I want to thank you all for joining me. If you are new, I hope you will consider subscribing below. Plenty of content here for you. I thank you. I appreciate you very much. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way. And as always, God bless.